Hi there, welcome to my channel. If you're passing here for the first time, my name is Mary, and if you are a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back home. If you're new, let me introduce my channel to you. Here we talk about family, education, teenagers, and relationships. Dear parents, and especially a parent to a teenager, have you ever asked yourself, why is it that your teenager does not open up to you? Do you have such challenges? Have you ever tried to talk to your daughter or your son and you feel like they have just created a wall in that you cannot get through them? Have you ever had such a feeling? And if you have this experience, then you need to hear the following points that I have down here. And as usual, I have my point of reference. So, there are two main reasons why teenagers do not open up to their parents, guardians, teachers, and other people that are concerned with them. And the first one, it is what we call trust. They don't trust you. They don't trust you because they know the information that they would want to share with you, you may be very judgmental, very judgmental. Like you'll judge them even before they explain whatever the situation is. Most parents and guardians fail at this point because instead of listening to your teenager and giving them space, and I call it a safe space where they can just speak out, open up, get ideas from you, get suggestions from you. What most parents do, they become so judgmental that they make the teenagers to shut down. They just shut them down. And this is a person who is trying to express their feelings to you. Sometimes they have a lot of issues that are really, really tearing their hearts. But because they don't have anyone to trust, then you'll find it very hard for them to open up, and especially to parents and guardians. At least for teachers, you cannot miss out one or two, three teachers in an institution where students can feel free and talk to them. And as a parent, you should ask yourself, why is it that your daughter cannot open up to you? Why is it that they don't trust you with the information that they want to share? And as a parent, it is your responsibility to ensure that you just create a friendly atmosphere. A friendly one. Have, just create that one-on-one talk with your teen. I call it creating a routine. Create a routine with them. Let them know that they can count on you. Let them build that trust so that once they trust you, they can open up and they can tell you what is happening around them, what is really disturbing them, and all that. But once you become that kind of parent that most teenagers refer as strict, strict to an extent that they fear you, they will never open up. They'll always be shutting down and they'll keep a lot of information to them. And there's a danger that comes with that. There is a danger. If they're not opening up to you, trust me, 100% that they are opening to someone else. They must be opening to someone else. Dear parent, what are you supposed to do? You can imagine you have a daughter who is experiencing challenges as a teenager, but they cannot face you because they don't trust you. Who do you think they are going to talk to? And the answer is what you know and I know. We can guess. They'll get people that are going to mislead them out there. Maybe they'll open up to fellow teenagers or to their boyfriends if they have, or to their house helps. Shamba boys. Those are the people that they're going to open up to. And the danger is, will they get a solution? Will the solution be long lasting, or are they going to be misled? And when you look at it from a critical point of view, you will agree with me that the solutions that they'll be given will not be beneficial. The solutions will be misleading. And the problem will not be the teenager. The problem will be you as a parent, as a guardian, who is very strict, extremely strict, that you cannot even strike a rapport with your child. By the way, dear parent, when was the last time that you just had a friendly chat with your teenager? When was that? I'd love to hear. How often do you sit with them? Maybe over a cup of tea, chat, just chat randomly, creating random or getting random information. When did you do that? When was the last time? Do you think it is important for you to sit down with your teen and create that friendly atmosphere? What are you doing to ensure that you create that bond with your teenager? So that is the first thing that makes teenagers to run away from you as a parent and heading towards the wrong people. The second mistake, or the second thing that makes teenagers not to open up to parents, is because of they fear judgment. They fear to be judged. Dear parent, sometimes I ask people randomly, can you have a sex conversation with your daughter? Do you think it's possible? Is it something that you are open up to, or something that you may like want to try? Just having an open sex conversation with a teen. Can you do that? So how do you expect your teenager to come and tell you that they are sexually active? How will they tell you if you, the parent, is not bold enough to create that space and have such a conversation? How do you expect them to tell you that someone is sexually harassing them if you've not had such a conversation with them, if you've not had such a discussion with them? How do you expect them to just come up to you and tell you something like that? They'll find it to be so obscene because it is a conversation that is considered immoral, and especially in the African community. They'll fear the judgment. You can imagine there's a parent whose daughter once asked him about an aspect in sex, and the parent was very furious. He was like, the daughter was not respecting him. Like, are you sexually active? And this girl was just trying to find out, like, around this concept, what is it about this and that? And the parent was very judgmental. And the first thing that came in his mind is that his daughter was sexually active. And the truth of the matter is that the daughter was very innocent. She was trying to navigate her way to understand what is happening, or how best can she handle such a situation. And remember, this is a teenager. Once this teenager approaches you and you become very judgmental, trust me, they will not tell you anything. And you'll be shocked as a parent when things start cropping up. I wonder, like if you are a parent to a girl, maybe this is a girl who is in Form 1 or Form 2 or Form 3, and then suddenly your teen daughter becomes pregnant. Do you think this girl will be bold enough to come and tell you she's pregnant? Or the school will find out and then inform you? Do you think they'll be very bold to come up with such a conversation? And once you discover they're pregnant, do you think this daughter will be very comfortable staying at home, staying around you? Will they even be open to tell you what is happening in their bodies and all that? They will not. And the reason is because they'll fear judgment. Don't get me wrong. I don't advocate for early pregnancies. In fact, it is something that we are really fighting to ensure that girls stay in school and get children at the right time. We are trying here to have a conversation and understand teenagers. And your teen will not open up to you if you are that kind of parent who is very judgmental. As a parent, you're supposed to be very patient, and especially with teenagers. Be as patient as you can. Try as much as you can, because at the end of the day, what are you looking at? You are looking at to ensure that your teenager is safe, they are not sexually harassed or abused, to ensure that your teenager does not get into the wrong groups, doing drugs and all that. You want to ensure that your child grows up morally and becomes a better person in the society. And therefore, you should understand the nitty-gritties of teenagehood. And who is the best person to bring to you such information other than a teacher who stays in school with students for the longest time possible? And therefore, we understand, we know the challenges that teenagers experience, and because we know the challenges that they experience and why it is so hard for them to open up to you as a parent, then this is the right forum. Let us talk about these teenagers. Let us get us to learn and know how best as a parent to ensure that we parent our teens in the right way possible. Please check out my other video that I did on bonding, because bonding has a long way to go with how much your children are going to trust you. If you did not bond with this teen as a young child, it will be very hard for you to bond with the same teen, create trust with the same teen who you didn't bond when they were children. Therefore, parents, we need to learn a lot and ensure that our teenagers are safe. Ensure that home becomes the safest home becomes the safest space, because it is only at home where a teenager can be well advised, where a teenager can be counseled, and where a teenager can be shown the right way, because we want the best out of them. Do not allow your teenager to be misled by other people. Therefore, create a safe space for them so that they can open up. What do you think about this video? I'd like to hear your comments, your feedback, your suggestion on the comment box just below. Please, if you are coming across my channel for the first time and you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always, let's keep here. Let's have this conversation. Let us build our families, relationships. Let us learn how best to bring up our teenagers. Thank you and goodbye.